Last unit, we took a look at what it's like to invest money or save money. What we're going to look at this unit is borrowing money, which unfortunately at this point in your lives is something you're far more likely to do than investing. The reason for that is you'll be looking at things like post-secondary, maybe going to college or university, or possibly going into the workforce and finding your own apartment, finding your own house, buying a car, etc. All of those things would require loans. So what we're going to do today is the very short lesson here and some practice problems to go with it. But today we're going to talk a little bit about the different types of loans that you can get. And we're going to start off by just having you brainstorm. And if you can't really think of any, you may want to check Google, but let's just start by thinking about where are the places that you could borrow money from and include even the ones that are a little bit weird. So, for instance, students often put down mom and dad, which is also the very common use of loaning these days. Loan shark, probably not a great idea, but an option. And then there's lots of others that you can include as well. So maybe start by listing as many as you can think of off the top of your head, and then maybe hopping on Google and searching for a few others. I will say that you should be able to find at least five or six. If you take a little bit of time on this, you should be able to find seven or eight. Once you've done that, you're just going to take a look and try and figure out roughly who you think is going to be the best person to borrow from, so lower interest rates, and who has the worst, higher interest rates, and see if you can guess which order those should go in. And then finally, you're going to do a little bit of research on, let's say, five of them. For instance, I just mentioned that the loan of mom and dad is a fairly common one, but you kind of know that the conditions of that loan is whatever they say it is. Um, but the others, if you borrow from other common places, there's usually typical interest rates and other rules to do with borrowing. So look up a few of those and see what those rules are. And then finally, I just want you to think about how the interest rates for borrowing money compares with the interest rates on investing money, and see how those compare with each other. So basically, are they higher, lower, about the same, etc. After that, you're going to do a few practice problems, and these practice problems are just going to use math that we've learned over the last couple of units, so nothing new math-wise, just a few new ideas. And at the bottom, we have a couple of answers there. And again, they're given as approximates, so if your answer is pretty close, it's probably correct. If it's way off, then you probably made a little bit of error. If that's the case, please call me over, ask for some assistance. I would be happy to help you, and we'll get you through that. Anyway, that's it. Start brainstorming and doing a little bit of research, and we'll see you in the next lesson.